So okay, behind me here is my local, it's the Ferry Tavern. Now I believe I'm going to find out some more about it. I was told by a neighbour that they actually do a fish and chip Friday here. Now I don't know whether it's another company coming in to help them with that, and they serve it out here in this hut here, or they do it inside, but we'll soon find out. But the reason I'm putting this together is I just thought I'd do a little bit of a behind the scenes, and there's plenty of downs, there's plenty of ups, and I created this channel, I don't know, 18, 19 months ago, and it's really took off. It's helped a lot of fish and chip shops up to now. I've had a lot of great feedback. We've been welcomed by the fish and chip shop industry, so that's great. So we've been invited to lots of functions and awards, things like that. Sue makes sure that none of the food goes to waste, which of course is a bonus. So I've got this coat on because it's cold and you can really feel it. And you can start to see it in the landscape. This is the River Mersey, and obviously it's getting narrower and narrower. Isn't it quiet? So yeah, the reason I started this was I thought it would be rewarding, and it has turned out just like that. It's so rewarding to help and promote and support the fish and chip shops nationwide. Lots of great feedback from the chippies, appreciating everything that I'm doing here, which in itself, it makes it all worthwhile. It really does. And it's not easy. It can take 2 days, sometimes more, to create a video. From the filming, from the planning, the research involved, the setting up the cameras, the actual clipping and editing that's involved, the sound. It's hard work, it really is, and it's been a steep but rewarding learning curve. It really has. So I'm having to learn everything as we go. And it is getting easier, of course it is. And it's getting easier to talk to the camera, because as you can imagine, try to picture yourself talking to a lamppost. It's hard because there's nobody there. So I have to try to picture people or a person. It's a production, because I don't just have this camera for this now. When I'm doing a review, I have 2 cameras. Sometimes I have my phone as well to do some filming. And then there's all the setup and everything else. Like I say, it's not just a case of me putting a camera on the table or having someone hold a camera up while I've got the mic on like this. It's not that easy. And I like it that way. I like the effort that I'm putting in, because I think it shows in the videos. Now it helps, of course, to have the support of my wife. Now without that support, without the support of your partner, it will be very difficult, because we spend time together. We make it something that we can enjoy together, and we can travel and we can do things that we wouldn't have normally done, see things, meet people who we wouldn't have normally met. So it's really good that we're working together. Sue loves it. Sue loves the fact that I'm doing this. Obviously I love the fact that I'm doing this. But if she didn't love the fact that I was doing this, it would be much harder, much, much harder. So if you're going to start something like this up, get your partner on board. Try to pick up something make it interesting for them. I've made so many attempts to collaborate with lots of other people, and some have been really friendly. I've had a couple of collaborations. It's been much appreciated. But others who I've contacted, say the big names, I've had one back, and he knows who he is. And it's much appreciated that he even returned my messages. And, the rest, not even a thank you for the offer or a return in a message, nothing at all. But at the same time, I kind of feel that maybe I'm making waves. Maybe they don't want to do a collaboration with me. Maybe they feel I'm threatening in some way. And yet I've got less than 5,000 subscribers. But I'm definitely onto something. I'm definitely on the right track. That's good. And I'm looking forward to the future collaborations. Now, when it comes to my health, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, fish and chips. As it turns out, it's not bad at all. Obviously, if I was to eat fish and chips 5 times a week, fish chips, mushy peas, gravy, curry and all that kind of stuff 5 times a week, then yeah, that might be a problem. But at the most, it's twice a week. Whereas, you know, I know if I was to be doing pizzas twice a week or kebabs or stuff like that, God, I pity my heart. But I'm eating protein in the fish. Yeah, the batter. Beef dripping, if I can get it. I mean, that's one of my favourites. I do like that. So it's not a problem at all. And I'm really enjoying it. You won't believe it, but I've actually lost a few pounds since starting this. And I've gained a little bit of muscle. But I am doing as much strength training as I can to protect my spine and my muscles and joints and things like that as I get older. So I am making a difference. Prior to doing this, I would suggest to my wife, you know, let's go and get some chippy for tonight or something like that one night of the week. And it was always a big, no, we can't because, you know, we're not eating those kind of things. We're not eating breads, we're not eating carbs, or we're not eating this or whatever. But I came up with a cunning plan. And this is it. Now I get to eat chippy food twice a week. But it's not all about fish and chips. It's not. I try to find out what else they've got to offer. I've done that from the start. That they make in-house. You know, I'll eat a pucker pie, but there's no point in me doing that every time because it's not made in the shop. Same with other brands, other big names. I'll eat them all, but it's not made in-house. So I try to go for those kind of things and things that are a little bit different. Like I've just done a video there with battered haggis and battered black pudding. All my reviews are done undercover. They don't know. They don't know they're being reviewed. Until we've got that bag in our hands, it could be my wife, it could have been a phone order and a quick pickup. It's too late then, isn't it? There's all kinds of ways that we're doing it, but it has to be done that way. It's the only way I can see a review is genuine and honest and really the way it should be done, where you're not getting any favoritism. Nobody says, you know, he's reviewing our shop, let's give him a bigger fish or let's give him more chips or an extra pie or a pudding. I don't get that. And yeah, maybe I'm cutting my own throat with that. But I like it. I think it's a great way to do reviews. So just to conclude, thanks for joining me on this journey. I know we've not been doing it long, but we're picking up momentum, really loving it. And I know I'm getting some great feedback. You're wondering why I've not got a beer and a pie, which they're famous for, beer and a pie here at this one. It's because it's not open. And I think it opens after 12 o'clock. Maybe it's open now, but it's not been open. Otherwise, yeah, I'd have had something here. I've had a beer and I've had a pie. There's a canal here at the side with lovely little boats in it and swans and ducks. We've got, like I say, the Mersey on this side. And in the centre there is a nature reserve for wildlife, birds, things like that, if that's what you're into. So, see you on the next one.